Hey friend, do your arms just feel kind of weak and flabby right now? Well, this quick 15-minute routine is gonna make your arms so much stronger. And the best part is that we don't have to use any equipment and we're not even gonna do any push-ups. So let's get started. But first, I wanna make sure that you hit that subscribe button, okay? Let's get to it. So I want to get started by just getting some heat and movement into your upper body, into your shoulders, even into your thoracic spine. So let's start with your hands down by your sides, and we're going to sweep them really high overhead, almost pressing your chest through as you reach them overhead, and then clasp your fingers together. Lean your body directly to the left, feeling that long line all the way down the outside edge of your right side body. Come back through the center, lean your body to the right. You'll feel that stretch through your left armpit. Back through the center, and then we're gonna fold all the way forward, releasing the arms, kind of like a swan dive all the way down to the floor. Drive yourself all the way back up, reaching high overhead. Once again, let's go through that sequence again. So fingertips clasp, lean your body left, back through center, lean your body right, back through center, and fold all the way forward. Exhaling at the bottom. Let's go one more, all the way through that. Rise back up. Reach overhead, tucking your tailbone at the top, clasping your fingers, lean your body left. I just love the way that feels through the armpit, kind of all the way along the side of that body. Back through center, and then release the clasp, and then fold all the way forward again. Then rise back up. This time we're only going to rise halfway up. Spread your feet just a touch wider, almost like you're getting ready to do a squat. And in fact, we're gonna sit into your hips a little bit and brace your knees apart with your left arm here. So position your elbow on the inside of your knee and your hand on the inside of your other knee. This is gonna prevent it from your knees squeezing in towards each other. It's almost like a strut between your knees here. Sit into your hips really deep. Right fingertips are on the floor, and here's where the action happens. So now we're gonna bring the right arm really high up to the sky, creating that big thoracic rotation. Bring that hand right back down. You can even spread your fingertips as far apart as possible. Bring that hand down. 3 more on this side. Let's have the thumb kind of lead the motion. So now the thumb is pointing behind you. Bring it back down. 2 more. Reach really high. Last one here. Thumb points behind you, and release. We're gonna switch sides. So now your right arm props the knees open, squat deep, and reach the left arm really high up to the sky. Thumb points behind you, bring it down. Throughout this whole routine, I want you to think about keeping your shoulder blades down your back, not reaching up towards your ears. Nice long neck. Let's go 2 more here. Reaching your body, big overhead stretch. Last one. And release. Great job. We're going to actually make your way down onto your hands and knees. So just a comfortable kneeling position on your hands and knees. Really spin your elbows behind you. So kind of your elbow pits are pointing forward here. We want to keep your elbows perfectly locked out and let your shoulder blades glide towards each other, kind of squeezing and pinching between your shoulder blades, and then press them as far apart as you can get them. Do that again. Let them glide towards each other, but not up towards your ears. Keep your neck long. Press them apart. Let's see how much action we can get out of these shoulder blades, sliding them together and then pressing them apart. Pressing them apart is what I like to call kind of packing out your shoulder girdle, or packing out that shoulder joint. It's going to create a lot more stability around the shoulder joint, ultimately making it so much stronger for doing movements like push-ups and planks and anything like that. Slide together and press apart. Good job. We're going to kind of hang out at the end. They're right in that packed apart position. Take your right hand, put it on the back of your head, just light on your fingertips, and now your elbow is pointing out at the side. We're going to tuck that elbow under so it reaches and kind of wraps under your body, meets your other arm, and then unwind that elbow, rotate it as high up to the sky as you can get it, and then reach it back under again. Once again, we're revisiting this rotational reach, just in a slightly different position. This one probably feels a lot more bound up, A little bit tighter and more difficult to do than that squatting style one we did. Wrap it under. So we're really strengthening and activating all those muscles around your shoulders, all the way down your arms. Let's release and do the other side now. So left hand is gonna go on the back of your arm or on the back of your head. Tuck your elbow under and then unwind it and lift it as high up to the sky as you can. And you will definitely notice a difference between one side and the other. It'll feel like one side of your body really rotates big, has a lot of mobility, and then you'll get to one side, the other side, and be like, what is going on? This side is so tight. Unwind. Let's go one more on this side for good measure. Unwind. Good job. And release. Okay, so sit back on your heels for just a second. Shake your wrists out if you want to kind of roll your wrists in a circle. Often being on your hands for a long period of time can make your wrists really tired. So we'll just take breaks as we go. To build up strength, to be able to do push-ups and planks and other strong positions in that stance, it does take a lot of wrist strength. So we're definitely going to build up to that. Okay, so make your way back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under this time because we're going to pop the knees up off the floor. And in this position, this is actually called a bear crawl, where your knees are hovering just a little bit. I want you to exhale. And then set your knees back down. And in that moment, you probably felt your core engaging just a little bit more. Let's do that one more time to pay attention to that core. Yes, this is still an upper body exercise. Go ahead and exhale. Instead of setting your knees down, let's lift the hips up really high and make your way into kind of a downward dog position, almost like you're doing yoga here. Hips are up high, pushing back through your shoulders. This is, even though it's a lower body stretch, this is definitely strengthening your shoulders here. Let's find your way back to that bear crawl. So knees are gonna get close to the floor, but not quite touching. Shoulders are now right over your hands. And press yourself right back up to that downward dog. We're gonna go back and forth between those two positions. So back to your bear crawl, shoulders now shift right above your hands again, and then reach right back up. We're not spending too long in any of those positions. Just coming right to here. Knees get close, and then send your hips right back up. Let's go one more just like that. Shifting your shoulders forward again, right over your hands, just dabbling with that stable position, and then push it right back. And then from here, I actually want you to walk your hands back to your feet. You can have your knees slightly bent on your fingertips, and then go ahead and walk your hands forward. If you feel like you can only come about halfway on the mat, that's totally fine. Go ahead and walk yourself back to your feet. This next one, if you want to adventure out all the way to the top of your mat, you can, and kind of find yourself in a push-up position. Go ahead and shift your hips low, squeezing your buns. Shoulders are right over your wrists. And then walk yourself all the way back to your feet. Knees are soft. Let's do that again. So pick your distance here. It's okay if you only come about halfway forward. Don't be hard on yourself. We're just strengthening those shoulders. They will have the ability to go further and further every time you do this routine. So walk yourself forward again. Find as far out as you can make it. Shoulders right over hands if you can. And then walk yourself all the way back. This time we're gonna stand all the way up. So bend the knees, lift your head for just a split second. That way you don't get a big head rush, and then stand back up. So come to the center of your mat. Find yourself in that bent over position again. And you can actually come onto your elbows on your knees, and then release your hands so that your arms are actually dangling. And here, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, kind of like we did when we were on your hands and knees doing that glide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then pull your thumbs behind you, kind of squeezing your arms back like a T. Go ahead and release that back down. Keep your chin tucked. Shoulder blades squeeze, pull back into a T, and release. Shoulder blades squeezes down and back. Pull back into a T, really pull those arms back as far as you can. Squeeze again, pull back, release. Last one here, squeeze again, pull back, and release. Let's give your legs a little bit of a break. Go ahead and stand back up, straightening your hips out. And I want to find our way back into that position. So bent over, hips are out behind you, arms dangle, squeeze the shoulder blades, pull the thumbs back and release. 5 more just like this, squeeze and pull. Keep your chin tucked, squeeze and pull. This one's nice because we're not on those wrists. They get that nice break. Let's go one more. And release. Okay, I want to make our way all the way back down onto your hands and knees again. We're going to go through those one more time. Spread your fingertips as far apart as you can. That will actually transfer weight off of your wrist and into your fingertips. Tuck your toes, pop your knees up off the floor. Let's shift back into that downward dog. And then shift back down. So knees get close to the floor, shoulders are right over those hands. And shift right back. Let's not hang out too long in either position. Reach it back. Shift it forward. Reach it back. And shift it forward. Reach it back. This time go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. If you can have your knees a little bit straighter this time, go for it. Go ahead and walk your hands as far forward as you feel comfortable. If you're able to come all the way into that push-up position, great. Squeeze your buns, shoulders are strong here, packed out. We're not sagging into the shoulder blade. Go ahead and walk it back to your feet and come back forward towards the top of the mat. Find that plank, nice and strong. Push the ground away from you. Actively be pushing through your shoulders as you inch your way back to your feet. Come back to the front of the mat and make it back to your feet. One more just like that. We're gonna get off your wrists in just a second. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lift your head first, hips go down. And then stand on up. Come back to the center of your mat. Find that kind of hinged over position. Elbows are on your knees. So we're in this deep squat stance. Go ahead and let your arms dangle. Keep your chin tucked. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then pull your arms back more in a W position. So elbows are bent this time, kind of like a cactus. Go ahead and release the arms back out. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pull back up. Let's see if we can go 10 in a row here. That was 2, squeeze, lift. There's 3, keep your chin tucked, squeeze, lift. 4, squeeze, lift. There's 5, lift. We're really working all those muscles around your shoulder blades. Lift. 3 more here, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. Let's go one more here for good measure. Good job. Stand on up. Go ahead and straighten your hips out. Give your shoulders a break for just a second. Give me a couple more wrist circles, and then we're gonna make your way back down onto the floor, okay? Let's finish with some really good, feel-good stretches here. So I actually want you to take your left arm, knuckles on the floor, and roll your knuckles, kind of dragging them away from you as far as you can. And at the very last second, we're gonna set the left shoulder down. And it almost feels like the floor is working to wrap your shoulder underneath you. This is called threading the needle. You can use this top arm to kind of give you leverage, to roll you open even more, looking up towards the ceiling. I love the way that this feels on the shoulder blades, the backs of the shoulders. Big deep breath. You can release your toes if you want. One more deep breath in and out. Go ahead and rise up. Let's go the other direction. Take your right arm under knuckles, dragging on the floor. Push them as far away from you as you can. At the very last second, you're gonna rest that right shoulder down on the floor. Use your left arm above your head to help roll you open. Find whatever position is the most comfortable for your head here. This is definitely one of those stretches that the more you do it, the more you'll get a sense for where you need to push in, where you need to kind of roll. Tuck here, roll open there. Big inhale, exhaling. Go ahead and release. We're gonna finish with a couple of my absolute favorite stretches of all time. Come onto your side with your knees tucked up to hip level. Let's send your top knee a little bit more forward than your bottom knee just to kind of anchor our hips into position. Hands are on top of each other. We're gonna take this top arm, reach that shoulder forward first, and then lay that arm open behind you like a book. Trying to keep your knees anchored on the floor. Let gravity take over here. Drawing your knuckles down to the floor. Should feel like a big, just gentle, passive opening across the front of that right shoulder, across your chest. We were definitely working those shoulder muscles a lot, right through your pecs, through your chest, through the muscles that are so important for stabilizing your shoulder joint. Go ahead and release. We're gonna do the other side. So flip your knees over to the other side. Knees kind of come up right to hip level. Top knee is slightly more forward. Reach that top arm open. Lay it open behind you like you're opening up a book. Let gravity take over. You will notice that when you exhale, that arm drifts down a little closer to the floor. The more you do this one, the closer those knuckles will get to the floor. We really want a nice big opening across your chest. Across your bicep, across your deltoid, the front of that shoulder. You'll notice we didn't do any like spot training. We didn't do a bunch of tiny movements for individual muscles. We actually trained your arms as they were designed to work. In unison, all working together, pushing, pulling, stabilizing, and that is how you will get strong, my friend. Go ahead and bring your arms back and then gently make your way onto your back and then make your way up into a seated position. Great job.